You're going to stay right here because we have our second youth hero, and we became fast friends too, Rebecca Lynn Goldfarb. Rebecca, you are 17 from Oceanside. Talk about what you like to do. What is your passion?
My passion is performing and be there. It's what I love to do.
How old were you when you first got that passion in you?
Well, my older brother, when he was really young and I was around 4, was in some shows in a local place by us. And I would sit in the audience with all the other kids and watch him. And at the end of every show, I would just run on the stage after all the other kids and wanted to be up there with them. And my parents took me to see my first Broadway show when I was 6, and I would sing all the songs with memorized and louder than on the recording, and my parents were like, wow, she's so passionate about this, and they really helped me get involved, and I've just always stuck with it since.
So what do you do? Do you have a voice coach, or how did you learn your passion, your gift to sing?
Well, I've done a lot since I was 7, but I've met with different vocal coaches and different people just to get different ideas and different ways to learn. And I've had different acting coaches too. Someone who I met through a show, she was a director for me, and then she helped me with many auditions I had over the years, and she was just someone that I always looked up to and just gave me good advice as an actor but also as a person too.
That is wonderful, and we just met each other. But Maureen, you're a talented singer-songwriter. What do you think of Rebecca and her passion?
I think you sound exactly like me. I was the same way. By the time I was 4 years old, I had on my first pair of tap shoes, and that's all I wanted to do was sing and dance on stage. So you remind me of me.
Oh.
Yeah, it's wonderful. You just keep it up. Keep up that passion.
Thank you.
It's in your blood, and it never goes away.
And you also coordinate, you choreograph, because we just recently met for our cable show, and Chapter About Cable Show,
Right.
which you can see, by the way, every Saturday from 8 to 9 p.m. on Channel 115 and Optimum Cable. Just throwing a little plug for myself. But we just met recently, but you coordinated, I think, 10, 11, or 12 young people to some of the Broadway songs.
Yeah, I recently put on a show called From Books to the Stage, a Broadway tribute to literature. And it's because I went to an acting intensive at Yale over last summer. And it was at the National Student Leadership Conference. And they told us that we should find a way to give back to our community and help and inspire others. And they said that the best way to do this is by doing something that we're passionate about. And so I combined 2 of my biggest passions, which are performing and reading, and I put a performance together taking a bunch of songs from Broadway musicals that were originally adapted from books. So I have it where we have people singing songs, and between the songs we have readers explain the plot of the story and how it became a Broadway show and the differences to try to inspire our audiences to pick up a book.
Wow, that's amazing. And again, our listeners, she's 17 years old. So give her a round of applause. This is amazing thing that you're doing. You don't stop here because you're performing for upcoming events. You got a lot of things planned. What are some of the things you have planned that's coming up this summer?
Well, this Friday, I'm going to be performing at a book signing in Rockville Center. And I have a group with me. We're going and we're singing a bunch of songs from Jersey Boys and from the Damn Yankees. And over the summer, I have an event planned for this camp where it's for kids who have experienced trauma or are in critical condition health-wise, and so it's for them, and they wanted us to come to bring this joyous performance to them and give that experience that they can have. And also, I originally performed with my group at the Oceanside Library, and they want us to come back over the summer so that we can perform for them a kids show, which is going to be all Disney songs to get kids into reading too. So we got a lot of good stuff coming up.
That's cool, but the great thing about you is that you want to give back to others. That's important to you, and that's what this whole show is founded about. That's why when we connected, I have to give a shout out to my other host, Lisa, for connecting this, because you have a lot of friends in Oceanside High School. But you're gonna do a couple of songs today, but what's your first song you're gonna do today?
My first song is I See the Light from Tangled, as a little tribute to our upcoming Disney performance.
Okay. All right, take it away. Rebecca Goldfarb.
All those days watching from the windows, all those years outside looking in, all that time never even knowing just how blind I've been. Now I'm here blinking in the starlight. Now I'm here, suddenly I see, standing here, it's crystal clear, I'm where I'm meant to be. And at last I see the light, and it's like the fog has lifted. And at last I see the light, and it's like the sky is new, and it's warm and real and bright, and the world has somehow shifted. All at once, everything looks different now that I see you. All those days chasing down a daydream, all those years living in a blur, all that time never even seeing things the way they were. Now you're here shining in the starlight. Now you're here, suddenly I know. Standing here, it's crystal clear, I'm where I'm meant to go. And at last I see the light, and it's like the fog has lifted. And at last I see the light, and it's like the sky is new, and it's warm and real and bright, and the world has somehow shifted. All at once, everything looks different now that I see you. Now that I see you.
They're dealing with can be uncomfortable.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
We'll be in this process.
And we're gonna hear another incredible voice, our youth hero, Rebecca. But before we get to Rebecca, talk about, Rebecca mentioned her Broadway goals and what she wants to do, her dreams. What do you think about that?
I think that's amazing, and I think you've got an amazing start. How old are you?
17.
You're 17. Oh my God, that was a gazillion years ago. Do you have any professional training?
I do.
Keep it up, because you have that bright light. You have a beautiful tone that is only going to get better and better. Do you train classically?
I do. I've sang some more soprano songs.
Yeah, no, you should train classically, because that's what I've done, and I just use it to sing rock and roll. It will just give you such a big range, and you can do whatever you want with that.
That's what I heard, the
Yeah.
foundation.
And there's a lot of rock and roll in theater these days, so
Yeah.
it could serve you well. But you're off to a beautiful start.
Thank you.
Beautiful voice.
Thank you.
So Rebecca, you're taking this all in. You see so many professional artists here. What are your thoughts about all the music in the room?
I think it's really inspiring just seeing how far people can go and what experience brings to people. You know, everyone starts off at the same way, the same experience, and the way that everyone goes on their different routes and, you know, finds what's right for them. It's really great.
Well, I don't think we're gonna take any more commercials today because this music is too great to do. So Rebecca, you have a second song for us.
Yay.
I
What is that
do.
gonna be? What song are you gonna be
Oh, I'm
singing?
gonna be doing one of my favorites and one that is from a book also, and that's gonna be On My Own from Les Mis.
I love that song.
Okay. All right, let's take a listen, Rebecca. Live in studio in the chapel draft.
On my own, pretending he's beside me, all alone, I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me, and when I lose my way, I close my eyes, and he has found me. In the rain, the pavement shines like silver. All the lights are misty in the river. In the darkness, the trees are full of starlight, and all I see is him and me forever and forever. And I know it's only in my mind that I'm talking to myself and not to him. And although I know that he is blind, still I say there's a way for us. I love him, but when the night is over, he's gone. The river's just a river. Without him, the world around me changes. The trees are barren everywhere. The streets are full of strangers. I love him, but every day I'm learning. All my life, I've only been pretending. Without me, his world will go on turning. A world that's full of happiness that I have never known. I love him. I love him. I love him. But only on my own.
Well done, honey.
Thank you.
Great job. And we have a winner. We have 8th caller, so they won Yankee tickets. Can we get that on the line? All right, are you there?
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to the show. You won Yankee tickets, so we're going to take your name down and put you on hold. Thank you for calling into the Chaplain's Wrap.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good work there, buddy. All right, so sorry about that, Rebecca. We have to do some behind-the-scenes work here. Beautiful job, though.
Thank you.
Yes,
Gorgeous.
So stay with us.